there. I want us to learn how to create relationships. So open your Microsoft Access database, go to the start bar, search for Access, click on it. After doing that, create a new database document. So after doing that, we have this interface. So first of all, we first need to understand what is a relationship. So basically a relationship, it is a link between two things. Let's say for example, you have a relationship with someone, so that is a link. You are related, that is a common link between you and the other person. So that common link has some rules. For you to have a connection with someone, you need to have some rules, or you need to have some related things for you to have a relationship. So the same thing with the databases or the tables. For the tables to have a relationship or a common link, they need to have related data items. Yeah, so we have different types of relationships. We have a one-to-one relationship, we have a one-to-many relationship, and we have a many-to-many relationship. So a one-to-one relationship is where one record in the parent table has only one related record in the child table, while a one-to-many relationship is where one record in the parent table has many related records in the child table. While the many-to-many relationship is where many records in the parent table have many related records in the child table. So I want us to see how we can do this practically. So for us to create a common link or a relationship between tables, we first need to have those tables. So I want us to create some various tables. So go to create tab at the top, table design. So I want us to create a table of items table. So under the items table, we need to have various fields under the data types. First of all, the items table contains the items code. So we can have the item code. Item code is number. The item code, we have the item name. Item name. Item name is short text. So after the item name, we have the cost of the item. Cost of the item is currency. So after the cost, we can have the quantity. Quantity, that is number. So after that, for any table, you need to have a primary key. You need to set a primary key. So the function of a primary key is to uniquely identify a field. So under for uniqueness in a field, it means it should not contain repetitive values, and a primary key should not contain empty values. So those are the rules for the primary key. So for you to set a primary key, you need to set a field that is unique. So between all these fields, what field is a unique field? How the item code, because the item name can be repeated, or the cost or the quantity can be the same. So the item code is unique to each and every item. So you first click on the item code, that field at the top here, design, then you click on primary key, or you can simply click on it, right click, then you set on primary key. So after doing that, you save. So I want us to save it as item details. Item details. Okay. After doing that, so we have our item details in the store. This is the items contained in the store. So we can have another table, that is the sales table. So you come to create, then table. So you open it in design view. So you can save it as sales details. Sales details. Then okay. So we can have the sales ID. The sales ID. Sales ID is number. After doing that, it is sales. Under these sales, we are selling the items. So we need to have the item name. We have the item name. we also have the item code. So item code, the item code is number. So after that, we have the cost. We can say sales amount, right? We can say sales amount. After that, the sales amount is currency. We can say quantity. So we can save it. Already you have a primary key, so we save it. So we already have two tables. So if we have two tables, we can easily create a relationship. So for us to create a relationship, you come out of the database tools, relationships, then add our two tables, add them, then close. So for you to create a relationship, you look at which fields have unique records or which fields has related records. So between the two tables, which fields have two related records? So you have the item code. So the item details is our parent table, while the sales details is our child table. So the item code in the sales details is contained in the item details as the primary key. So first of all, when you link item code under this item code, it will create a one-to-many relationship. Meaning a one-to-many relationship is created using a primary key and a foreign key. So this field here called item code in the sales details is what we call a foreign key, while here it is a primary key. So when you link a foreign key and a primary key, it creates a one-to-many relationship. While when you link a primary key to a primary key, it will create a one-to-one relationship. So I want us to link this item code. I want us to link this item code under this item code. After doing that, it brings for you this dialog box. First of all, for relationship to be valid, you need to enforce referential integrity. The essence of this one is to ensure uniqueness and to ensure that the fields being linked contains related data items. When you learned under the data integrity checks, we learned about the validity integrity, the entity integrity, and the referential integrity. So this is where we are going to apply the referential integrity. So you first click there, you check that box. After doing that, click on create. So you notice that we have our relationship. So that's how to create a one-to-many relationship, and that's how to create a relationship. So we are going to learn to see how we can create a one-to-one relationship in other videos as we do some other practice. So thank you for your time. Keep on practicing. If you have any question, just ask in the comment section below. Thank you.